Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for coming back. So today I'm just gonna do a Q&A. I asked out on Instagram what you guys wanted to know and to ask me any questions, so I got quite a few DMs through. So yeah, I'll just get into it. Okay, so the first question is, actually I got quite a lot of questions about my hair, so I'm gonna just compile them all into like one. So it was about what I get done to my hair journey, and how I healed my hair, because I have mentioned previously that I literally wrecked my hair with hair dye. So to start off with, my hair journey, I guess, I have always had this colour hair on the top. Well, actually as a child I had white blonde hair, and then it went really, really dark, and so I got really bored and I went and bought like a box dye. I think it's called like Nice and Easy or something, and I just put that all on my hair and my hair went ginger. So I looked a mess, like an absolute mess. I remember I had like a big black patch. Well, it looked black because the rest of it was orange, but it was my natural colour didn't get touched at the back, so I had like a big black patch, and then I had like orange hair, and oh my god, it was a mess. So my mum took me to the hairdresser and was like, fix her. So I basically went really, really blonde for about 2 years. I think they just use bleach on my hair, like not white bleach, but I think it's like blonde bleach, is that right? I don't know. So I got that on my hair, did that for a while, and then I got really bored, so then I dyed it brown. And when I did that, I think that wrecked my hair. Well, that alone didn't, but I think that was like the final straw in my hair being like, no, you're not doing this to me anymore. So it basically went really thin and it snapped, and there was split ends all over it, and I was literally snapped up to like here. So I then was like, okay, I need to let this heal. So I got it cut to about here and cut off all the dead ends that needed to just come off, and I basically just started fresh. So I didn't touch it for maybe 2 or 3 years. 8 months ago was when I got it dyed again, because I was literally just too scared. I didn't even go to a hairdresser and all that time. Like, I should have got it trimmed and things, but I just did it myself for so many years because I was so scared of like wrecking it again and going into the hairdressers. I literally just wanted to leave my hair. So that's how I got to where I am right now with it. And then in terms of healing my hair, because I did so much damage to it over those years, I have a couple tips that I think these are the reasons that my hair healed. Coconut oil, which you can pick up anywhere for like £5, get a little tub, and it's amazing. So I would melt like a ball in my hand and I would put it all over my hair. I know it's a bit annoying putting it into your scalp, so even if you just do the ends, it's really, really good for it. And I would sleep in it overnight, and then I would wash it off the next day. I think I did that about 2 nights a week for about a year religiously, and it definitely worked. So then also along with that, I would do that twice a week, and then every other day also I would put an oil, like argan oil or Moroccan oil or anything like that. But there is, so annoying, there is one that definitely was amazing, but I can't find it anywhere online. Just a tiny little tub from Harvey Nichols, if that helps anyone. But yeah, I would always put oils on the ends, and I still do that now. If my hair feels a bit dry, or if I think it needs it, then I'll just put a little bit on the ends and either sleep in it and wash it out, or just put it in the morning when it's like towel dry. I just put a tiny bit through the ends. Besides from that, I stopped using hair bubbles that had like a silver snag on them, you know. So I haven't got one on me. I now only use just plain bands, none that have like a little silver bit, if you know what I mean, because that rips your hair. And then I also don't use a brush, I use a comb, and I've done that for years because I think I read somewhere that brushes rip your hair, or they're not as gentle on your hair, so I just use a comb. So yeah, that's what I did to heal it, and that was my journey. And then what people ask, like what the hairdresser does to it now. So I don't think she uses shades of blonde. I think she just uses like one colour throughout, but she does balayage, I think that's what it's called. So all of this is natural, and then all of this is dyed, so it means like when it grows out, it won't look like it needs dyed again, because I won't have like roots. Like I have roots, but they're my natural roots, so as it grows it will just continue being my hair colour. I hope that makes sense, but I've only actually had it dyed twice in the last maybe like 6 or 7 months, and I don't think I'm going to get it done again until maybe like just before summer, like before I go on holiday, or a couple months before that. Okay, so people asked about my diet, and they asked about my workout routine. So I don't work out. I haven't worked out in years. I'm so bad. I think the last time I was in a, oh no, that's a lie. I went to the gym in uni a few times, but the last time I properly had a workout routine was when I was maybe 17. And I haven't done anything since. I'm so bad. But I used to be so fit as a child. I used to work out a lot, and I used to run a lot, and I used to play a lot of sports, but I gave all that up when I went to college. And I never really found that an issue until recently. I've started to realise like my joints are so stiff. I forgot the word there. Like my knees hurt and my arms hurt, and it's really bad. It's definitely because I don't do any exercise. So when I move house, I'm going to join a gym and I'm going to actually get fit again, because yeah, I can't keep doing this any longer. It's so bad for me. Okay, and then my diet is also very simple. Growing up, I was a meat eater. I ate everything growing up until I was about 16 or 15 maybe, and then I started to like understand what I was putting in my body and the benefits from certain foods and the drawbacks from other foods. And so I ended up cutting red meat out my diet first. That was the first thing I ever did. So basically I'm kind of cutting out dairy right now. I'm trying my best to stop eating it. Like everything I do, I make it like a gradual process. Otherwise it is just, I find it a lot more difficult. So I'm a pescatarian right now, which means I don't eat meat and I only eat fish and vegetables. I'm not sure if pescatarians eat dairy actually. So really my diet right now is pescatarian, so it's just fish and vegetables. And yeah, that's what I eat. Okay, so style inspirations came up quite a lot. I first of all don't look at celebrities for style inspiration. I had that quite a few times, like what celebrities do I look at? I never really do look at celebrities. I'm always just using Instagram for my inspo. So, I mean, there's quite a few girls on Instagram that I literally love. But three that are coming to my mind is Naomi Jeans. I love her style for like casual wear. And then Freya Killen, I love her style. Okay, and then the third girl is someone called, I hope I'm not saying her name wrong, Valentina Steinhardt. I just love everything she wears. So what do I use to edit my pictures? Came up a lot. I use, is it Visco or VSCO Cam? I don't use a filter though. I literally just up the contrast and up the brightness, and that's all I ever really do on my pictures. And then if I have like pimples, I use Facetune to smooth out my imperfections. Okay, I get asked this so many times, especially since doing YouTube. So many people have asked me about my lips. I didn't know if they were that obvious, but yeah, I've had my lips done since I was 18, I think, which is really young. I mean, I wouldn't encourage it that young, but I wanted them done, so I got them done. I basically had like no lips before. I will maybe do like a talk through video about my treatments, but yeah, I literally had like no top lip. So I don't think my lips are big, but my mum and my boyfriend think that they are. I really don't. I personally don't think I would ever look at me and think, oh, you've had your lips done. But yeah, I have had them done for years, and I get a mil put in every time I go to my doctor, and I probably go about every 4 months, 5 months. My lips really don't take well, like they fade so quickly, especially the top one. The bottom one stays nice and plump, but the top one just disappears like within 3.5, 4 months, so that's really annoying. But yeah, I've kind of built them up a little bit, so I think I probably have about 1.5 mil in at the minute, and then I won't get them done again for another few months. And just if you were wondering, I have tried my fair share of doctors, and I think I've been to like 5 or 6 doctors for my lips, and without a doubt the best person I've ever found is in Oxford, and her clinic's called Skin Solutions, and she has like a home clinic. But yeah, she is absolutely amazing, and I don't think I'll ever go anywhere but her now. I literally drive an hour every time I need to get them done. But yeah, I get my lips done, and I have done for a very long time. Okay, so what did I do before blogging and YouTube, and how do I basically like afford my life? So before blogging and YouTube and Instagram, I was at uni, well, I was at college and then uni, and then I had a job in sales, which I quit because I didn't like it. I didn't quit because of what I'm doing right now, so that's not the case. But yeah, I just didn't want to be in that job anymore. So when I move, I'm going to look for a part-time job, something that's like maybe 2 or 3 days a week, and then yeah, the rest of the time I just do my Instagram and try and do my YouTube, and yeah, that's it. Okay, this is quite a funny one. What's one trend that I never ever liked, or one trend that I hope will never come back into fashion? Not many, because I always don't like things and then end up loving them when they're not in fashion or when they've been around for ages. But the one thing that's coming to my mind that I just don't understand why you'd want to wear it is PVC or like latex. But I literally think some of the girls that wear them look amazing, but I just literally think I'd look like a condom in latex. So what made you first go from student to YouTuber? That was because I was in my 3rd year, and I've always wanted to do Instagram, YouTube, blog. but I just hadn't ever started it. I'd literally been talking about it for like 5-6 years, and I was in my 3rd year, and then I think reality kind of hit, and I was like, shit, if I don't start it now, I'm gonna end up in a job that I hate, and I'm probably never gonna start it. And yeah, so I just thought, let's try and build my Instagram, and kind of went from there. When I met my boyfriend, he's very much the kind of person who like makes you realize, like, I know everyone knows you only live once, but he's very sort of like, don't know if it's like, no, it's like motivating. He like really drums it into you that you literally are only gonna live once, so why are you talking about stuff and not doing it? So he didn't make me start it, but he definitely was a huge push in doing it. Yeah, and a very inspirational man. Okay, and then what's my long-term plan for this channel? Just to grow it, just to like keep pushing out stuff that I like, and I'm just gonna keep filming videos that I like watching. So I basically want this channel to be fashion and like vlogs, because that's the 2 things that I always watch. In terms of fashion though, it's kind of hard because it's so easy to just do haul after haul after haul, but I think that does get really boring. So I'm gonna just kind of keep doing the kind of videos I've been doing, and then I'm gonna start vlogging very, very soon. But yeah, I'm gonna start daily or like weekly vlogging. Are you a full-time blogger / YouTuber? I mean, I am by default, not because like I'm able to. I mean, I am able to, but I also am looking for a part-time job just so I'm 100% secure and like confident in living my life. What camera do I use? So I have an Olympus pen. Yeah, Olympus pen. I think it's called an EPL8 or something. Okay, someone asked me to tell about my university experience and whether I liked it and got on with it and things like that. So if I'm being completely honest, I absolutely despised university from the minute I got there to the day I left. I didn't even want to go to my graduation. That's how much I just didn't enjoy it. First of all, I only went to university because I live in Scotland. My family all live in Scotland. My brothers are up there. Like everyone I know apart from my twin sister is in Scotland. And so if I didn't go to university, then I basically would have to go back up to Scotland. So I just went to university because I didn't want to go back home. So I stayed down in England for, it gave me like another 3 years to play with and figure out what I was going to do with my life. I had left school I left Scotland at 16, and I went to college in Oxford, and I basically lived on my own. What is this bit of hair? What's it doing? So I basically lived on my own from the age of 16, and when I went to university, I'd already been independent for 2 years, and everyone there has obviously just left just left home. So I feel like everyone, maturity-wise and interest-wise, were what I was like when I was 16, and I just found it so difficult to get on at university. Like everyone wanted to go out clubbing every night and drinking, and you know, it was just not my cup of tea. And even now, like I never liked clubbing. I did enjoy it when I was much younger, but when I was 18, all I wanted to do was, you know, go out for occasional dinner and then have a quiet night in. And I probably was really, really boring to everyone. But I feel like, to me, I found it just a very immature environment, and yeah, it just wasn't for me. I mean, I don't wish actually. I mean, it would have been really nice if I'd enjoyed it and made loads and loads and loads of friends, but I think it just wasn't for me. It was everything that I didn't want to do, but I had to. So when I graduated, it was the happiest day of my life. And yeah, so I mean, I'm never going to force my children to go to university. Not that my parents did, but they kind of made us feel like, I think a lot of parents have made this mistake with their kids. They kind of like, it's kind of like drummed into you from a young age that university is the final step in your career, your education. So yeah, I hated it, but yeah, I got my degree. Yeah, and I think even now I only speak to 2 people from uni, so yeah, wasn't my favourite years of my life, but it's done. I'm actually really glad I did it though. It's good to have a degree, but yeah. Oh, by the way, I did business and events management, which I didn't enjoy the degree, which definitely didn't help things, so yeah. Sorry, that wasn't more of a positive story. Okay, so I had quite a few questions about my boyfriend. Okay, so the first one was, do I live with him? And no, I don't, not yet. We both live separately. He's got his own place and I've got mine. He lives about an hour away from me, but I am gonna live with him soon. And then how old is he? He is 27. Okay, so someone asked how we met, and we met on social media actually, about 1.5 years ago. But I do kind of want to get him on here, not like in the next month, but I want to do like the boyfriend tag because I think that would be really fun. So yeah. Okay, so how do I afford luxury? So I don't buy luxury every single day or every single month. I literally just save my pennies, and when I am confident enough to buy an item, then I will. It's never ever like on a whim. It's always pieces that I have wanted for ages, and then when I start to realize that I really want that item, then I'll start to save for it and just start putting X amount away every single week. So I usually I would say I would try and treat myself once a year, whether that's something big or small. And the way I usually justify it to myself is like it's normally around my birthday, so it's normally in July, and I would buy myself a birthday present. But yeah, so when I was like growing up, when I was a child, I used to work throughout the summer holidays and things like that, and then I would always have something in my head that I wanted to treat myself by the end of that work period. So what is my 5-year plan? This is a nice one. I am the kind of person who doesn't deal well with not having a plan for my life. Like, I love to have like goals, I guess. I would like to be engaged in 5 years, and I think I'd like to be married around about in 5 years time, so I don't really mind if that's like sooner or later, but I would like to be on the way to getting married at that point, if not already married. And then I also probably would like to have my first kid around that time, and just be really happy and stress-free, and be like financially strong. Is that the right word? Like, just be really comfortable in my life. But yeah, okay, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching and sending in your questions, and I hope that wasn't too boring. And yeah, make sure you hit like and subscribe for me, and I will see you next time. Bye!